Hi. This is my second, art video on my YouTube channel that I've had for a very long time now. At first, I was posting video game videos. Didn't work out. So now I hope to post art videos. This art piece that I'm about to show you took me a total of like 9 hours. Well, there was 2 art pieces. I ended up making the art piece, adding something to it, so it's more closer to 10 hours. And most of that was done in one sitting. Yeah, so hope you enjoy this video, and these are kind of like art tutorials, so you can follow along. It's more of seeing how I draw or how I do my art, so then maybe it will inspire you to go out, download art software. Like, heck, you can even do this on Krita. I don't know if Krita would be able to handle something like this, because I think I ended up using like 155 layers near the end. I ended up like combining a bunch of layers to do different stuff. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and if you like more, please comment and tell me you like more of these videos. If you're wondering, these thumbnails are made in Affinity Designer 2 for the iPad. So yeah. And if anyone knows how to make like a clean mask, like where all my hair is in it, and it's not like, oh look, there's white from the background, please help me, because I need help. Anyway, if you want to see more of my art, please go to my Instagram, Linktastic14. You should see 2 cows, and that is me. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoy this video, and God bless you, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Welcome back. I'm sure you just got done with the intro, so I'm going to walk you through how I made this piece of art. So really it's just sketch, and started to outline things and, try to make a general idea of what I'll be making. And yeah, so I started with SpongeBob, and then I went to Sandy, and this is all just a quick sketch so that I can trace over. At first I wanted to add the Krusty Krab there, but I ended up not doing that, as you see later. So then I started, trying to make the ground look okay. And I actually, after a couple tries, made a pretty decent background that I was very happy with. Then, added the iconic little green lines to the film. Then we started with our pal SpongeBob. I tried to be as accurate to the cartoon as possible, so using that dark yellow outline. And yeah, worked really hard on his shoes, which ended up getting covered by Sandy's hand, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now just, drawing it all reliable. And mind you, I'm not using, just like with the Ring of Power video, I'm not using you draw a line and you hold it and then it becomes perfect. I'm not using that. Everything on here is hand-drawn, which is kind of nice. So Sandy, I had a little bit of trouble with because she just looked like she was dead. She's just staring off into space. I ended up fixing that a little bit later and making her, well, you'll see. Her glass dome for her head was really hard to make. Then I started on good old Patrick. He was pretty easy. I think the hardest character to draw was Sandy. I don't know why. Then, good old Gary down in the mid-right. Very small. Yep, see, I made her eyes bigger and she was mad. Then I decided to put Bikini Bottom here instead of the Krusty Krab because that was way too hard to draw. Yeah. A quick stop real quick. I tried, making this as close to this photo as possible. Just to show you what my inspiration was. So I had a little trouble on Bikini Bottom, making it look good. Then I started the very, very long process of making the jellyfish. I had a little blue guy from, I don't even know what episode it is, and then I started coloring in everybody. Move them over because I made these arrows so I wouldn't forget like SpongeBob's, freckles, and then Sandy's tail, and SpongeBob's chin. So and then I started, I don't even know how many jellyfish are here. There's probably like, I don't know, maybe 100. Yeah, and then I started adding a little glow that they have. Then, adding the iconic flower background, I think that's what it is. And then I added, Sandy's tail. And it's kind of hard to see, but I was adding SpongeBob's face. And then I wanted to put Plankton's robot wife up there, but I could not figure out how to do that. Then I wanted to try Mr. Krabs. It just didn't look right, so I ended up settling for a Krabby Patty. And I thought that looked weird, so I blurred it out in the background. I think the end result looks pretty good. And then I was making the, awesome Star Wars SpongeBob SquarePants sign, since that's what it's based off of. Might as well make SpongeBob. So I had to center it a little bit. The sign is a little crooked, but it is also all hand-drawn. Well, okay, here I put a P because I was so in the zone. I was humming, Star Wars for myself, because, you can't really not do that while you're making fonts of it. I fixed it. Yeah, and then I did the painful process of tracing over everything with a yellow-ish tint. Then filled it in and then realized, hey, this doesn't look good, so then I did it again, which probably took about an hour to do, just this alone, just the precision. Then I referenced this and then just filled it all in. If you use Procreate, you know what I'm talking about. If not, what that means is that you take a layer and then you reference it. And here I'm just adding buff SpongeBob. But what you do is you take a layer, a drawn layer, and you put reference, and you have an empty layer, and whatever, what I did here with the layer, I just painted it in. Yeah, I don't know what on earth just happened here, but yep, that was my guide on how to draw that. If you can't follow along, that's fine. It's on time-lapse. I have yet to take an actual video of like above my iPad and then draw it out. Plus I can't just sit there for like 10 hours doing that. But yeah, hope you liked this video. If you liked what I drew, please go to my Instagram and follow for more art releases. Yeah. I'm hoping to come out with another SpongeBob and Attack on Titan kind of collab drawing thing. I don't know. I'm having fun with SpongeBob because it's just super easy to draw. Anyway, if you liked this video, you better have liked it. Consider subscribing. You don't have to at all. You can just, you know, live the rest of your life completely unfulfilled because you did not subscribe. Goodbye. I was just kidding, you don't actually have to subscribe. I was just trying to make the video funny, so I'm not like, yeah, don't have to. I'll eat somehow.